What is going on, guys? You know what I have made a realization of? I wear these black shirts a lot when I make these videos, and I can't seem to get the damn lighting right. I really want to buy camera lighting, but I don't know if I want to fully invest into YouTube yet. So, we'll deal with this makeshift shitty lighting that I have right now, because I know film things, and I know how to vid it, which, by the way, I'm not going to name any names. Before we get to the video, I have seen some YouTubers talk about their equipment, and you'd think that they would Google some before they buy things. Not to shout out to any of them, but Jesus Christ. Anyways, I want to talk about 5 cards that used to be banned, or are banned, or it doesn't even matter. They used to be considered OP cards, and there's so many you can name. These are 5 that came to me that popped in my head while I was playing with a friend, and we kind of talked about it, and then I added a couple onto that. So we were talking about we were talking about with the cards that were like, man, when you used to draw that, it'd be like, oh shit, and people would be like, man, that card needs to be banned, and now it's like, nobody gives a shit. So, and I actually have a card on here that's also banned, but I feel like it wouldn't even matter if it came back, so I want to talk about it. So, there's 2 cards that are in this category, but I'm going to keep it as it's 1 card together, so technically it's 6. But number 1 would be Raigeki / Dark Hole. Now, Raigeki is better than Dark Hole, but they still fundamentally play the same role, and they are just not great cards now. I mean, think about it. They have Raigeki and Dark Hole at 2, because they know that it's not good at this state of the game. Not that it's bad, but people don't really play many of them. You don't really see many players playing the 2 Dark Holes and Raigeki. Some people just play 1 Raigeki and maybe a Dark Hole. But that's about it. Some people, depending on the deck, even prefer playing Dark Hole because they want their monsters destroyed. Depends what you're playing. If you're playing Fire Kings, Dark Hole would probably be a better choice or something, for some reason. But yeah, in this state of the game, it just doesn't really matter, and it's kind of crazy. It's just like 2 years back, Dark Hole was like, oh my god, you top deck Dark Hole. Like, crap, dude, like the game's over. But nowadays, it's like, I could have 2 of them and a Raigeki in my deck, and it still might not even be a difference of a duel. Like, it's just not a great card anymore, which is really weird and shows how much this game is advancing and changing from when it was just, like I said, over a year or 2 ago. It's crazy, but also really fucking stupid, man. Fuck. Now, this is cards that is banned. Actually, there's 2 cards on here that are banned, but cards that just aren't OP anymore would be Gateway of the 6. Why it's banned, I don't know. I actually have 3 on here. Doesn't even matter. Gateway of the 6, people can still fight me on this, but this is my personal opinion. I do not think Gateway of the 6 will matter for 6 Sams. They've already brought Sheehan back. I feel like Gateway's going to come back eventually. If it's not the next ban list, will be the one after that, because it doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter. Compared to these other decks, like, yeah, 6 Sams might be able to push up a little bit on the tier that it's at, but it ain't going to do jack, which is really depressing to me, because I like Gateway, and I like 6 Sams. I don't think Gateway should be back at 3, but Gateway at 1, like, screw it. It gave 6 Sams a little bit of play, and it didn't overpower it like people thought. I never really felt 6 Sams were overpowered even before Gateway was banned. I just thought it was like, yeah. Now, Gateway at 3, yeah, that shit's a little crazy, but Gateway at 1, it was no big deal. Now, this card, we have called the Haunted, but it's not called the Haunted. Monster Reborn. Now, yeah, this card's banned, but it wouldn't make a difference. In this game type, there's always cards coming back, pendulums, playing off the grave, and it just doesn't matter. 1 Monster Reborn would not be that deciding of a factor of a game type right now. Are they going to bring it back? Probably not. They might eventually, but I think there's just a bunch of stigma behind it. But it's really not that overpowered of a card comparatively to everything else we have in the game right now, deck type and archetype-wise. Yeah, I know you could give those stronger decks a Monster Reborn, but like I said, even for them, it probably wouldn't be the biggest problem anyways. It just won't be that big of a deal. So I think that should come back, but this isn't a discussion about what cards can come back. I just think it's like before, Monster Reborn was so OP, and I just don't think it is at all now in the game to any degree, and it's just kind of weird how it goes. Like, before, I thought Monster Reborn is a card that I would just love to have, and now it's like I probably wouldn't X out for a card, but we have Call the Haunted and nobody really plays that often, so I just don't see why it would be that good in the game. So yeah. Now, here's my other banned card, and this really should just be fucking list about cards that I like, but I don't know, I didn't really think about it when I made the list that it was banned, but, and this is another card that is considered overpowered, even though maybe not on its own, but everybody hated it, was Insector Hornet. It's not a card that is great now. It targets, a lot of decks have effects of blocking being targeted, and they can't be targeted rather, and being destroyed is no big deal now. along with Dark Hole and Regeki. So Insector Hornet, I have no idea why it's still at 1. They probably just want to push their other decks and don't want people playing Insectors. But Insector could, I feel like Hornet could be at 3, and yeah, they might be able to play around, do some stuff. But otherwise, Insector Hornet is just comparatively to like 2 or 3 years ago when it was such a big impact, and even up until like a year and a half ago, it could have probably still been a huge impact. But now in this state of the game, it's so weird that Insector Hornet could be at 3, and I still do not think it would make that big of an impact compared to the other decks we have. It's just hard to, because the shit that we have is just different from now. It's just a big different hike. Now, for the last card, Soul Charge. People will be like, Soul Charge is still overpowered. Debatable. When Soul Charge first came out, everybody said it has to be banned, has to be banned, has to be banned, and all this. And now it's at 1. It's been at 1 for a while, and now with all the other decks out, I can't tell you the last time I was Soul Charge on Dev Pro out of the games and games I've been playing lately. I just haven't. Nobody plays Soul Charge anymore. It's just not as good as it used to be. And this card is the worst, I think, for it, because Soul Charge came out not too long ago. It hasn't been out that long, and it's already not even OP when it was so OP when you got it. Yeah, I still think it's personally a great card, and I bet a lot of other people do as well, but I'm just saying comparatively from how much was being played till now, maybe people do play it. I haven't really searched a lot of deck profiles and new decks and stuff. I'm still getting back in the game, but I haven't seen it played against me, where before I saw it played against me constantly. And I've played a lot of games on Dev Pros, and I have not had anybody play it against me. I've played it, but I haven't seen anybody play it against me. So that's just me, man. I think Soul Charge is OP, but it's not like it used to be. It's just weird how it comes back, because it's just an overdone Monster Reborn, basically. So let me know what you guys think are, like, a card that used to be considered so OP and now would not even make a difference in the game. It can be banned, limited, doesn't matter what it is, just a card that used to be so great and now it doesn't even matter now. Try to keep it in within like 3 or 4 years or so. I don't want like naming Pot of Greed if you don't think, I don't want a card from like 2004, 2005, 2006. I'm talking like, even though Monster Reborn was a card, but I'm talking like it was on the format in the last 3 or 4 years. Keep it at that. Don't bring cards that were banned 8 years ago. Keep it fresh. But that's me, guys. Let me know down below, like I already said, and I'll see you later. Peace.